Hello, this is Chad Middleton from Vision Counseling Vocational Consulting, coming to you by way of YouTube once again to talk about the importance of having a TDIU evaluation report or vocational evaluation report. I am a certified rehabilitation counselor, licensed professional counselor, and been working in the rehabilitation counseling field for over 20 years. I have work experience at the VA regional office. I have work experience at the state office here in South Carolina as a rehabilitation counselor. I've worked with Social Security as a disability examiner. And this is the type of experience you're going to need on a resume to be credible to provide information about whether a claimant can work or not work. Okay. But I wanted to talk to you briefly about a comment I noted in a CNP exam. It shocked me because I always say it, but I never seen it in evidence. And this note said in a CNP record, it was talking to the examiner. VA was giving the examiner instructions on how to perform the evaluation. And this is what the VA instructed the CNP examiner. It says, please refrain from giving an opinion on if the veteran is employable or unemployable. Instead, focus and reflect on the functional impairments and how these impairments impact occupational and employment activity. Let that sink in just for a second. Please refrain, CNP examiner, from giving an opinion on if the veteran is employable or not employable. Instead, focus and reflect on the functional impairments and how these impairments impact occupational and employment activity. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying this for quite some time, that doctors don't want to state whether you can work or not. They're only there to identify your limitations, your impairments. And what the VA has to do is determine if these impairments are severe enough to determine if you're able to work. I've been trained to provide opinions about work and whether or not someone is capable of performing work. I have over 20 years of experience of examining medical records, looking at limitations, looking at medical records and determining whether or not people have functional limitations, and identifying what jobs a person can do, cannot do. I've been skilled in placing people on jobs that don't aggravate their disabilities. I've worked with rehabilitation engineers to provide modifications to help people with limitations perform their jobs. But the VA, they're making decisions about work without having the training to determine whether or not a person can work. Not hating on that, they've been doing that for quite some time. But what I do want to do is admonish you, beseech you to use a vocational evaluator to get you that evidence so that the VA is not in a position to do my job. That's all I'm trying to relate to you. So if you're considering applying for TDIU benefits because you feel like you cannot work, don't let the VA make that determination. Give him the evidence. Give him the evidence. I just finished a report. Here's a copy of the report. I ain't gonna tell you, I'm gonna move it real fast so people can't see it. Here's a copy of the report that I just finished. It's a 10-page report that explores a person's past work, explores the medical records, explores jobs that are listed in the national economy, and rules out all these jobs based on the limitations. Okay, you need evidence such as this when you're applying for TDIU benefits, so the VA can say, hey, we got medical records, we got a vocational evaluation report, granted TDIU benefits. That has been the sequence. That has been my experience. So call our office, go through our process. You got a vocation, well, you have an initial consultation, all right? 1 hour with me, virtual. You have a vocational assessment where you send me medical records. Here's a copy of someone's medical records that they sent in, okay? They sent all of this stuff in. Here's another copy, some medical records that was just recently sent in. And what I do is I go through those medical records and I highlight those things that I would like to use in a vocational evaluation report. And upon your agreement of starting or initiating a report, I'll write a report and give it to you so that you can use it for evidence to support your TDIU claim. Okay? In my experience, each one that I've done has returned granted TDIU benefits. You know what it is. It's 100% service-connected disability compensation benefits over $3,000 per month. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Can you get TDIU benefits without a vocational evaluation report? Sure you can. Can you get 100% disability without a TDIU evaluation report? Certainly. But my experience is that most people are denied because they don't have this type of evidence. There's a need, you have a need, we can supply the need. Get in contact with our office. Our number is 803-563-5087. Again, that number is 803-563-5087. You can also visit us on the web at www.vcandvc.com. That's vcandvc.com. Okay, I'm looking forward to getting in touch with you guys and having a face-to-face with you guys. But the more we're doing this, the more likely that it's going to be hard and difficult to get you an appointment. So call our office soon as you can, because veterans all over the U.S., like I just said, we just did a report for a vet that lives in the Philippines. He's using the same information that you're using. YouTube, exploring his resources, contacted our office. We going through the process, report in hand. Okay, so if you're somewhere, anywhere across the United States, you need this hardcore evidence, get in contact with our office. Is it expensive? Yeah, it can be expensive. It can be expensive, but it's worth you getting the financial security and the compensation for the life that you put on the line for your country. I believe it's worth it. All right, so get in contact with us. I'm Chad Middleton, TDIU guy, vocational expert, the one that's going to help you get your TDIU benefits. Contact us. Let's chop it up. Let's talk. Let's get it in, and let's do what needs to be done so your family can be financially secure. Your bills can be paid. You don't have to struggle and strive to try to interview for jobs, start work, get fired from jobs. You having pain issues because you're trying to endure all of these work requirements and responsibilities. I understand that. I've heard it all, but there is help. Contact our office. Thank you very much. I appreciate all that you've done. Thank you for checking out this video, and thank you for your service to our country. God bless you.